Hey everybody, Alex Rose here, Communications and Digital Media Editor over here at Amazonas, bringing you another edition of Inside Look, your video sneak peek into the newest edition of the world's favorite freshwater aquarium magazine. So by now, you've probably heard or seen mention of our first ever special edition of Amazonas magazine, and this is it. It's here, and it's a publication all about Brazilian tetras. For subscribers who pre-ordered it already and got it bundled, it'll be shipping out to you with your regular March-April edition of the magazine. If you haven't ordered it yet, this special edition is available now in the store, so you can get it by clicking on the link in the description below or by visiting our website and looking under the shop drop-down menu. There is so much great information packed into these pages. It's going to be a valuable reference volume for years to come. Some great reviews are already coming in, and we're excited that other people are as enthusiastic about this special edition as we are. Now, I'm going to give you a moment to take in the stunning tetras featured on the front of this issue. These alone had me hooked, so let's head underwater and have a quick look at some of the fascinating content under the cover. We start off with our letter from the editor, a piece by Ann Whitman that gives us an overview of the tetras found in these pages and the authors who wrote about them. Then we've got a letter from our publisher, Stefan Tanner, that provides some insight into why he felt the special edition was so necessary. Next, we hear from Oliver Lucanis, a tetra expert and regular Amazonas author, where he preemptively answers some questions we might all have about the impacts of tropical fish exports and new regulations in Brazil. The next piece is a look at the current tetra renaissance happening in the hobby and what's driving it. Our first cover story is a look at the tetras in the Hyphessobrycon bifasciata species group, their discovery, habitats, and roles in the hobby. The next cover story is about exploring the clear, cool, fast-flowing waters of the upper Rio Xingu drainage in the Amazon basin to learn more about the tetras and other fishes endemic to this region. In the next cover story, we travel further down the same river into the middle Xingu to examine the impressive diversity of tetra species and their habits. We continue on this journey through the Brazilian plateau of the Amazon in the next cover story and hear directly from Flavia Lima, one of the leading Brazilian scientists working to discover and describe the characins of this beautiful part of the world. Next is an article about the amazing diversity of the order Characiforms, which contains 24 families that include tetras, piranhas, pencilfish, and much more. We then have two really important articles that discuss how changing land use patterns in Brazil, including deforestation, the expansion of roads, cattle farming, and the destructive monoculture of palm oil plantations, threaten the survival of many species. Both articles use advanced satellite technology to show exactly how these changes are having an impact on the ability of endemic tetras and other associated fishes to survive in these rapidly degrading environments. We then move on to a pretty in-depth interview with Ivan Oliveira, who's worked for over 15 years as an aquaculture specialist at Piscicultura Tanganyika, one of the largest fish farms in Brazil, dedicated to breeding native Brazilian fishes. Then we have a great article written by Hans-Georg Evers, one of the most successful breeders of some of the newest tetras, where he shares his tips and tricks for breeding characins gleaned from his decades of experience. Next, we have a whole collection of species snapshots that focus on relatively unknown or newly discovered tetra species from other parts of the neotropics. We finish up the magazine with author biographies so you can become familiar with the world-renowned experts who wrote the content for this special edition. And of course, their sources, our listing of local aquarium stores in the US, Great Britain, and Sweden, where you can buy Amazonas right off the shelf. Well, that's it for this time, fish folks. I hope you enjoyed this exclusive inside look at our flagship special edition of Amazonas. If you like this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and better yet, subscribe to the magazine. Click on the link in the description to get detailed information about exactly how to acquire your copy of this special edition. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.